Hello, everyone, and welcome to the continuation of the draft review series presented by Deep Fried Draft. My name is Brian Bosarge, and now we're going to stay in the NFC North with the Cheeseheads, the Green Bay Packers. And this was the first draft in a while that wasn't headed up by Ted Thompson, a notoriously conservative guy on draft day. Didn't like to trade up or down. Well, you can tell somebody new's in charge now. Green Bay was slated to pick 14th, traded all the way back to 27th with the Saints, picked up a first-round pick from in next year's draft to move all the way back. But they didn't stay at 27. They traded from 27 up to 18 and to draft Jair Alexander, corner from Louisville, one of the best man-cover corners, cocky as hell, but dude can play. Also a tremendous punt returner. He's undersized, under 6 foot, kind of on the smallish side. Had some injury issues this year. Doesn't matter. Jair Alexander can play. And they double dipped, the old double dip here in the second round with the corner. They come back with Josh Jackson, another guy I had a first round grade on. Jackson was highly productive at Iowa this year. I think he had 7 interceptions, including a couple against Ohio State. Had one, I think he brought back, at least one he brought back for touchdown. And unlike Alexander, he's big, 6 foot plus, great length for Josh Jackson. Third round, 88th pick, they select a guy who really emerged when he got called up late to the Senior Bowl. He wasn't originally on the roster, but Oren Burks came in and impressed me at the Senior Bowl. Very productive linebacker at Vanderbilt the last 4 years. So Oren Burks, I think, has a chance to be, at first, a reserve backer, a special teams guy, but definitely a guy who I think could be a starter down the road. The first of 3 wide receivers they add. You figure they lose Jordy Nelson. I wouldn't be surprised if Randall Cobb is one of the next ones out the door. So you kind of need to replenish the stock there. Maybe improve on Geronimo Allison. Guys of his ilk. But Jamon Moore from Missouri wasn't anything special when I watched him on tape. But he's productive. Big guy. Can run a little bit. 5th round pick, they selected Cole Madison, guard tackle from Washington State. I thought Cole Madison was one of the worst prospects I saw at the Senior Bowl. I think he's a terrible football player. I would not have drafted him at all. I wouldn't even have signed him as an undrafted free agent. I think Cole Madison's terrible. So there. Terrible. 5th round, they take J.K. Scott, punter from Alabama. He was the best punter in the draft. But I'm not a big fan of drafting specialists, so let's see. J.K. Scott, best punter in the draft. If you need a punter, there you go. The other 5th round pick was height, weight, speed guy, was a wide receiver at South Florida, Marquez Valdez Scantling. They get him at pick 174. Productive guy for USF. Like I said, he can go up and get it. And his combine was off the charts. 6th round, they get great value here, plus 141 value. As a matter of fact, they had a 3rd round grade on Notre Dame wide receiver Equanimous St. Brown. Why did he fall this far? Talk said he has coachability issues. Call it the Lonzo Lamar Ball situation there, where his dad likes to run his mouth and get involved and stuff. That's the rumor, anyway. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But that appears to be one of the sources of the fall for Equanimous St. Brown. They get a good 5-tech prospect with James Looney at Cal. They draft a long snapper from Mississippi State, Hunter Bradley. Can't tell you anything about a long snapper. Other than I would have never drafted one. And they draft a linebacker that I've never seen play from Southeast Missouri State, Kendall Donnerson. Know zero about him, so can't offer any insight there either. Some notable undrafted players. I like Filippo Mokafisi, defensive lineman from Utah, and Damon Gibson, a tight end from Minnesota State Moorhead, had a good week at the Shrine game. Total value for the Packers, they get finished 6th in the league. Average pick value, they end up 7th. Money picks, they end up 10th. I thought they hit, like I said, I thought they did very well for the first 3 picks, and good value with a couple receivers in the 5th and 6th round. So overall, I like the Packers draft. But that's going to do it for them now. We're going to move over to the state of Minnesota next and get the Vikings. See you then.